welcome to Fogarty Arena in Blaine, home of the Blaine Bengals. Coming into this game tonight at 6-3-1, they're playing host to the Duluth East Greyhounds, coming in at 6-3. It is right here on North Metro TV. I'm Matt Johnson. Joining me tonight is Don Simon. And Don, we expect quite a matchup between a couple of very physical teams tonight.
Absolutely. We've heard from Duluth East that they would like to see some energy. They would like to play with a disciplined game so that they can stay out of the box and provide themselves opportunities to win the game without any of the mistakes involved.
Coach Randolph said the most disciplined team will win. One of the stars for the Duluth East Greyhounds tonight is Jack Forbert. He's got 6 goals so far on the season. He is the star to look out for, number 27 for the Hounds. He's also got 7 assists to go with it. Look out for number 27 in black. Here's what Coach Mike Randolph of the Duluth East Hounds said just prior to tonight's game about what it would take to beat the Bengals. Down here ringside with Duluth East Greyhound head coach Mike Randolph. Coach, big game tonight against the Blaine Bengals. You guys are coming into this one 6-3. What do you expect out of the Bengals tonight?
Well, we play Blaine every year, and they're the same type of team. They play with a lot of energy, play real physical. In fact, we told our team that they're probably as close of a northern team when it comes to that as there is down here. So we expect nothing different, and we expect an excellent test from them.
Tell me about Jack Forbert. This is one of the stars on your team. Talk about a couple words to describe him, what we might see from him on the ice tonight.
Well, he's sniped some pretty goals this year so far, and he's got a great shot, wrist shot, and he's got quick feet, and he's very much a playmaker. He's got a couple good wingers on each side, and they move the puck very well, and they're our top line, and they have to be at their best, and when they're at their best, we're very good.
Bengals have got a first-year starter at goalie. Do you think you could take advantage of that?
Well, he's pretty good. We've seen him play, and again, they're an excellent hockey team. I know they're young, but they have guys that have a lot of experience, and again, they have guys that play real hard and bring it every night. So,
last but not least, real quick, the parity in the state this year. You talked about, Duluth East and Blaine, two of the heavyweights typically, but there's a lot of parity this year.
Yeah, very much so, and I think it showed in the tournaments throughout the state, the Christmas tournaments, where everybody gets to play each other. There's no front runner right now. Some people might think Kilmurray is, but there's a lot of really good teams out there, and the second half will be real interesting.
All right, Hounds head coach Mike Randolph, good luck tonight. Thanks a lot for your time.
Appreciate it.
Coach Randolph and the Duluth East Greyhounds coming off of a couple of big wins over some of the better teams in the state. They beat Minnetonka in the Schwann's Cup, and they also beat Edina in a close game, 1-0 earlier this season. So definitely we should see some parity tonight too, because two of these teams with the same record virtually. The Bengals do have a tie added to their record. One of the stars for the Blaine Bengals tonight is Tyler Klein. Look at number 26. He's got 8 goals and 7 assists on the year. Tyler Klein is the junior winger who is a very smart player, according to his head coach, Dave Oss. Coach Oss says his team will play with a little more finesse tonight, a little bit less physical than they have in the past. It's a new style, he says, that he thinks could lead them to victory. Here's what he had to say moments ago. Bengal head coach Dave Oss. Coach Oss, tell us a little bit about Duluth East, what you know about this team coming into tonight.
Well, we've seen them on TV a couple times. We've seen them in person because they were in the same tournament we are. And, like always, they're pretty good. And it's part of the reason why we schedule them. We want to play the best teams we can possibly play. And Coach Randolph does a fantastic job there. So we respect them and know it's going to be a tough match.
They're 6-3 as well, so pretty even match. Talk about just how physical you expect this game to be. Coach talked about that, and you expect it to be the same.
Well, I expect them to be. We want to try to play a little bit more with speed and finesse this year, and maybe Rose.
Bukestad takes it in and scores.
They were on the other side, so we expect them to be physical. They got some tough kids. And
here's an opportunity for Hess as it's popped up over.
We'll be somewhat physical, but really for us, it's trying to use our speed to take advantage of things.
Tyler Klein, the leading scorer for you guys, not starting tonight, but obviously we'll see him out there on the ice. Just talk about how good of a player he is and what kind of an impact he can make.
Well, he can make a huge impact. When Tyler's working and has his motor going, he's as good as anybody, and he's had a great season for us. He's worked very hard in practice, and been very coachable, and he's just a great kid. So he's been huge for us.
All right, then real quickly, you guys coming off of 3 losses in the Schwann's Cup. What did you learn from those losses you can bring in the rest of the season?
Well, we learned, but we've said it all year, and it finally caught up to us because of the quality of the game this year, which is disappointing. But on the reverse, it's also encouraging because we've been awfully good playing the partial games that we have. But when you play against teams like that, if you don't play the whole game, you're not going to win, and that's what happened.
All right, good luck tonight. Bengal head coach Dave Voss, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
Joss has said that their team has learned a lot from their losses, and also they'd like to see a quick start to this game here tonight.
They'll need one. It should be a close game indeed between 2 very physical teams. Bengals playing with a different style tonight. We'll see how that goes. They've also got a first-year goaltender we'll see in the net. It's the Bengals and Hounds coming up next right here on North Metro TV.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
For your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly, Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Welcome back to Fogarty Arena here on North Metro TV. You're going to get your money's worth tonight here at the South Rink because we've got a dandy. The Blaine Bengals are taking the ice. They're playing host tonight to the Duluth East Greyhounds along with Don Simon. I'm Matt Johnson, and Don, we talked about it in the pregame, but both of these teams with similar records. The Bengals coming in at 6-3-1, and the Greyhounds coming in at 6-3. 2 elite programs in Minnesota State of Hockey, and this should be a good one.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to a vaunted contest between these 2 teams, and it should look to be a good contest.
The Northwest Suburban Conference, the Bengals are undefeated in conference, as you see there, right up there with Elk River. Centennial, the Cougars at 4-1 behind them. Maple Grove and Andover at 3-2 close behind. Anoka, Champlin, Armstrong, Osseo, and Coon Rapids round out the Northwest Suburban. Here's your starters for Duluth East. Ryan Lundgren, Alex Toscano, and Jack Forbort are your forwards, and the defenders are Joe Marinac and Mears Moore. The Duluth East goalkeeper, who you can see right there, is getting the start tonight, and that is Dylan Parker. He's 4-3 with 128 saves on the year, Don, and he averages about 1 3/4 goals allowed, so pretty good goalkeeper.
Absolutely. It should be a rough contest, or not a rough contest, but a contest nonetheless to score some goals on this Duluth team, but I'm sure Blaine is up to the challenge.
The Bengals have got control of the puck here early. Here's a look at their starters: Jesse Norling, Mac Nadeau, and Jack Mysick. The forwards, Alex Copa and Ian Scheid on the defense for the Bengals, and their goalkeeper is first-year starter Bailey Katola, the junior, for Blaine. So he's got 134 saves on the year, and he will have to be good tonight because Duluth East will bring it.
Absolutely, they are a tough team, and they will bring everything they've got.
An early shot on goal here for the aforementioned Greyhounds. We'll have a face-off at right wing now as we are underway at Fogarty. The Bengals have got it back behind their own net. Trying to get control of this game early. Mackey loses it back out across center ice. Duluth East will take it in their own zone. 45 seconds into this one. A pretty full house here at Blaine High School. Here comes Duluth East again, down into the corner. With the puck is Kyler Chartier. Chartier loses it now on the near side in the boards. They're going to be physical tonight. A battle for the loose puck. Justin Smith for the Greyhounds kicks it out to the Bengals. Here comes Blaine. Nice pass across center ice. The Bengals have got a wide open shot. No good. And excellent save. And they get it to go on the rebound. And we got a little bit of a fight breaking out. They will count the goal, and Joey Lau came up with the big shot, and then off the rebound, Dylan Parker wasn't able to hold on, and I believe they credited the goal to Dallas Garage, number 38. We'll have to see if we can take one more look. What a play here, Don.
Absolutely, he gets a wide open look right here, the save, and then 38 puts it right into the net. A little
Dallas
bit of a scrap, but
Garage, one more look. Beautiful shot from our camera there. Look at it hit the post and go in.
Caught the steal, but went in anyway.
So the Bengals don't waste any time. A minute and a half into the game, they take the 1-0 advantage. And Garage was unassisted, as you hear. It's his 5th goal of the season. So Garage, with about 15 and a half to go in the first period, makes it 1-0 with his 5th of the season. Good teamwork on that play. It's interesting, Don, how Joey Lau got so wide open to get that shot. The Duluth East defense really crumbled.
Absolutely. Well, a loose puck like that gets picked up in their own zone, and they end up paying the price for it.
The Bengals have got it back. 1 goal on just 2 shots here in the first 2 minutes. Whistle here, will have a face-off coming. So look one more time at that goal. So you see, after the puck hits the post, the goalie getting physical with Garage, and another Duluth East player comes in. That's Andrew Kerr. We said they were going to be physical. This is one of the most penalized teams, Duluth East is, that you're going to see. And their own coach admits it. He says, if we can play disciplined, we should win this game. So far, they haven't, and they're down 1-0.
Absolutely. The discipline has not been on their side thus far. However, I'm sure they'll look to rebound here in the next coming minutes and hopefully put some points on the board here, some goals.
In the corner, battling for the loose puck is Zach Wiley, the junior defender for the Bengals. The Hounds do have 1 shot on goal. Interesting that Coach Oss said that his team that is known to play pretty physical as well, he said they're going to play with more finesse tonight. He says, contrary to what you might think, the Bengals don't try to get a lot of penalties. You see him pushing and shoving a little bit on the far side here. But these two teams know what's at stake. Down here again, it's Joey Lau who gets it into the east zone, but the Greyhounds are there to get rid of it.
And a souvenir up there for the gentleman in the jacket.
Loving it.
Absolutely.
Goes great with the Starbucks, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Coffee and a puck. Nothing better.
Good to see a full house here on a bitter cold night outside. About 14 degrees at face-off. A little bit warmer in here with the heaters behind us. Another opportunity for the Bengals goes by the wayside as Duluth East steps up on D. It looked like the loose puck there if the Bengals could have controlled it, they would have had a pretty open shot. But now here come the Greyhounds going the other way across center ice is Mears Moore. Popped up in front of the goal. In the corner, taking a shot is Smith. But the Bengals are back on D, and they'll get possession the other way. Joey Lau across center ice. Finds his intended target. That is, I believe, Norderman. It's Copa, correction. And here come the Bengals once again. Tyler Klein taking a shot. It goes a little wide. Behind their own net in a dangerous spot there was Mears Moore again as he tried to clear it out. Moore, one of the captains of this Greyhound team. The Duluth East bench right in front of us. And we're happy to be bringing you the sights and sounds of the game tonight here on North Metro TV. You know, it's always nice. The Bengals played Roseau this year as well, and playing Duluth East. You know, these are some of the top programs in the state of hockey here in Minnesota. And, you know, both of these teams are used to this level of competition. We got a penalty here, it looks like, and it will be on number 26 for Blaine. That is Tyler Klein. But, you know, they talked about both coaches. The slashing penalty. So Klein will sit down, and the Greyhounds will have their first power play of the night. But Don, both coaches said there's a lot of parity in the league this year, in the state rather, and it was interesting hearing them talk to each other about that. And you know, they said whoever can get to the state tournament has a chance, but getting there is going to be really tough this year, tougher than in most seasons.
Absolutely, and as we discussed before, their records seem to imply that they've risen to the challenge here, so it should be a telling game here.
Duluth East, or excuse me, Blaine lost to Edina 1-0 in the Schwann's Cup. Dangerous here as the Bengals have to get up on D. The Greyhounds trying to take another shot. A minute left on the penalty to Klein. The Greyhounds on the power play looking to even the score. Across center ice they come with Mears Moore. Mears off his left stick, it's up and good! And Mears gets it to go to even it up at 1. There was about 48 seconds left on the power play when he scored. And Mears Moore has been all over the ice tonight, Don, and it showed on that play. It paid off for him.
Absolutely. He got a nice open look. He brought it top shelf and put it in the net.
Right here, the left hand, just like you said, top shelf, right in the corner.
Absolutely. Beautiful shot.
One more look at it, and just beyond the outstretched mitt of the first-year goalkeeper, Bailey Catola. So 1-1, and this is what we expected, a close game, but it could be a high-scoring game, too, as it's 1-1 after just 5 minutes. The Duluth East goal goes to Mears. Moore with about 11.5 minutes to go in the period. So with under 11 to go now, the Bengals and the Greyhounds all tied up here at Fogarty Arena. Both teams showing a little bit of physicality here. The Bengals do have the one penalty, the slashing penalty.
Yep, so far the mistakes have been kept to a minimum like they were looking for before the game. They've knotted it up at 1 here.
The Greyhounds intercept the pass and then get the shot off, and then the Bengals, by a nice diving effort from Tyler Frischman, are able to get it out of there before the Greyhounds can come back and score. So an interesting sequence there, and I apologize, that was actually 38 Dallas Garads again who had the goal. Look at this one more time, Don. Good opportunity here for the Greyhounds.
Absolutely, covers up the puck. Keeps the opportunity from the East Duluth Hounds.
Catola doing a great job getting the save. It is his second of this young night. The Greyhounds are back at it, over behind the Bengal net, trying to hold on to control of the puck. They do down in the corner. No one to pass to, though. Forward is looking for somebody. He finally gets a pass here. Back up top at the point. A shot from Trapp. Runs into a trap of its own between a couple of Bengal defenders. Back of the blue line comes Andrew Kerr behind the Bengal net. The Greyhounds trying to keep the momentum going in their favor. And it's going to be an icing call the other way as the Bengals try to clear it.
Well, they'll get an opportunity for a line change here, get some fresh skates on the ice, and look to change the momentum here. It looks like it's been a bit of a scrap down there on the ice, and they look to perhaps go back to that finesse game that the Blaine Bengals were looking for in the beginning.
These just look like two good teams.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're very physical, they're fast, and both coaches said we're going to have to be quick and get off to a quick start. Well, both teams have gotten off to the quick start that they wanted. We're only 7 minutes in here. It'll be interesting to see how this one pans out as we approach the midway portion of the first period here. A lot of hockey to play. The Bengals have got it at center ice. Here they come with it is Easton Brodzinski. More on the Brodzinski brothers a little bit later. The Bengals trying to get the rebound shot in here. Brandon Norderman, number 4, into the game. And it's Brodzinski, Frischman now, fighting for it on the near side of the boards. Whistle here will stop play for a moment. Face-off coming. So with under 9 to go now, Don, back and forth battle between a couple of the elite programs historically in the state.
Absolutely. I'm sure that if they can, they're going to continue to bring the pressure. Duluth here.
Zach Wiley, swings and misses on that one. Covering it up is Catola in front of the Bengal net. But the Bengals had a pretty good opportunity here back on the other side of the ice, the other end of the ice. And kind of a swing and a miss there by Zach Wiley, the junior defender. You don't see that very often. Trying to get the slap shot. Got a little high on it.
Absolutely. Perhaps missed opportunity. I'm sure that Duluth feels a lot better now that they've gotten back into the Bengal zone here.
Wiley does have an assist on this season. We'll have a face-off coming at left wing. 1-1 our score. Both teams with 4 shots on goal. Can't get any more even than that through the first 7.5 minutes. And a little bit of a delay here. I believe Coach Oss and one of the officials talking over here on the Bengal bench about something. And here come the Bengals. They're going to have a one-on-one opportunity. They get the pass up to Joey Lau. He tries to go back door, denied.
An absolutely beautiful save.
Wow.
On a terrific shot.
The Bengals keeping the pressure on him. Hit on the far side. That one goes off the post. Wide. Whew. The one goal that they did score went off the post and in. That one bounced the other way.
Absolutely. He must be kicking himself right now for having an open net opportunity and hitting the bar.
Well, it's the second time we've seen Joey Lau break out of the pack with a lot of speed and get open to take those shots. Excellent play tonight out of number 21 in white and blue.
Absolutely. It's a frighteningly fast game out there right now.
Shot in front of the Bengal net. The Greyhounds were threatening with Ryan Lundgren, the right winger. And Joey Lau's got it. I believe it's another slashing penalty. We'll see what the call is here, but we're going to have a power play for Duluth East, their second of the night. So the Bengals, so far, the most penalized team is going to be Dallas Garads. They're going to sit in the box.
Absolutely.
Take a look at that one that went off the post a few moments ago. Good save there by the Duluth East goalie, Dylan Parker.
It appears as though up to this point, Duluth is playing the game that they would have liked to have played. Minimizing the mistakes, letting Blaine actually make the mistakes themselves, putting them in a great position here at the power play.
It is officially a slashing penalty, so we had it right. So a minute and a half to go on the power play for Duluth East. This is when they tied the game when they had the power play last time. Slap shot from the point from number 9 for the Greyhounds, Joey Marinac. Marinac has an assist tonight, but that was a pretty good-looking shot. I think it wasn't quite as strong of a shot as he was hoping for. You see that shot earlier, they hit the post. Bengals were that close to being up 2-1.
A great opportunity missed, but I'm sure they'll be looking for the next.
At the point, Marinac gets the other side. Excellent save there into the mitt of Bailey Catola. Yeah, you said it right, Don. Those missed opportunities could come back to haunt either of these teams as time goes on, because in a game as close as this, you need every bounce to go your way. Here come the Greyhounds. A minute to go on the power play and a little bit of change. The Bengals pick off that pass in front of their own net. They're going to clear it all the way to the other side. And the Bengals shorthanded now. It's 1-on-4 in the corner. Tough task for Tyler Frischman down there, but does a good job of killing about 15 to 20 seconds off of that power play clock, and that's big.
Absolutely. Anytime that you can take off that power play is time well spent.
They've got 35 seconds to try to kill it. Do the Bengals. At the left wing, waiting for it is Mears Moore. Moore goes to the right wing side, and there Marinac's going to get it bottled up near the Bengal net.
A lot of shots on goal here on this power play. There's lots of opportunities out there for the Duluth Hounds here. I'm sure they'd like to put another goal on the board. However, the Blaine Bengals are doing a nice job of killing this penalty at this point.
20 seconds to go on the power play. Duluth East trying one more time. They've got 8 shots on goal. 3 or 4 of those, as you said, Don, have come on the power play. At the blue line, here they come again. That one goes off the left skate of Catola, the Bengal keeper. 3 seconds to kill the power play, and the Bengals do kill the power play. So here we are back to full strength, and the Bengals swinging and missing in front of the Bengal net is number 2, Brian Button. A sophomore coming into the game, swings and misses, and that's one that they're going to want back.
Absolutely. I'm sure he wanted to get more of that puck, and he did come up short on that particular shot, but it was an excellent opportunity nonetheless.
Catola is getting his work in tonight. The Bengal goalie, he has been busy with 10 shots on goal now.
10 very quick shots on goal, like you said before, a lot of those coming on the penalty. I'm sure he'd like to see that puck get into the Duluth East Hounds zone here.
Look at it this way, 10 shots on goal in 11 minutes.
Absolutely.
He has been very busy down there and has done a good job with 9 saves on the night so far. The Bengals fortunate to have this one knotted up at 1. Blaine has had their chances behind their own net now. It is still a 1-1 game. Intense early on with a couple of fast and physical teams. Behind the Bengal net, they're trying to get it to go, and it's Joey Lau. A couple of fans already were putting their arms up in the air when Joey Lau stepped in front of the net, took that shot, but no good.
Joey Lau has been all over the ice tonight. A lot of great shots, a lot of great speed out there on the ice. It was an exciting opportunity.
Here's one more look as 21 comes out of nowhere. Hello. No good. Joey Lau, the player of the first period so far for the Bengals, I'd say, with that speed and a couple of good shots on goal. He's been good so far. We'll see if the Bengals can keep it up with 4:20 to go in the period. In front of the net, nice job defensively by Duluth East. Mears Moore comes up with an intercepted pass. The hooking penalty now is called on Duluth East. So it is going to be number 5. That's Trapp. Will sit down. So the Bengals will have their first power play opportunity of the night at a crucial juncture with about 4 minutes to go in the first period.
Absolutely. This right here could be a momentum changer. Duluth East has put a lot of pressure on the Blaine Bengals, but with this power play, we could see a momentum swing here towards the end of the first period.
Excellent defense by Mears Moore. Number 15 for the Greyhounds, Tyler Klein, almost had a one-on-one opportunity down here, but Mears Moore came out of nowhere, and we have seen him be all over the ice defensively tonight for Duluth East. Number 15 in black and red is playing a great game defensively.
Absolutely. We've heard his name called quite a few times now, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
So with 3 minutes to go now, 30 seconds on the power play. A chance for Blaine to try to go up and get some momentum going into the locker room.
Absolutely. I'm sure they would be delighted with a goal here. Like you said, for that momentum to swing back in their favor. If nothing else, put a few more shots on goal, put some pressure on Duluth East.
Kyler Chartier takes the face-off, but the Bengals quickly take it the other way. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Behind the Duluth East net, the Bengals fighting to hold on to possession here. At the right wing, here they come the other side. Shy didn't have a shot. Gets it to Nordeman. Now behind the Bengal net, back to Nordeman. It's picked off. The slap shot goes wide. And Mac Nadeau takes a bit of a push over there, the left side of the net. Then back to full strength are the Greyhounds. So 5-on-5 for the last 2:15 of the period.
Beautiful. They get a line change in right here before the end of the period. Get some fresh shot legs out there on the ice. Put another shot on goal there. Duluth East is going to do whatever they can to get another goal in here before the end of the period. Go back across the blue line, across center ice, and they're going to bring it back. And Blaine takes control of the puck, brings it across center ice, across the blue line. And here's an opportunity. Shot on goal. And no goal. We have some confusion over there by the Blaine goalkeeper. Looks like we'll have a face-off here on left wing. Like Randolph does not seem pleased with that outcome there as Duluth wins the face-off. Duluth East brings it around the net. Up to Mearsmore. He loses the puck, brings it back into their own zone, resets the offense. Perhaps looking for one or two final strikes on goal here. Blaine is control. Shot wide. They look to keep control here. Another shot. Glove saved by Duluth. And they clear it out into the Blaine zone. Duluth doing everything they can to keep that over in Blaine's area there. Blaine clears the puck. And the period comes to an end with the score tied at 1-1 on an incredibly physical first period, a quick first period, dare I say ferocious first period. They'll go to the locker room. The score of 1-1, Duluth East and Blaine. The hard-fought battle between these two great teams. Coach Mike Randolph, Coach Dave Oss, they'll have a few things to say to their teams. They'll look to limit those power plays. Duluth scoring on one of them. Lots of shots here, lots of energy, lots of very, very powerful vibe in Fogarty Arena this evening. We have a combination of the tallest hockey player I've ever seen, coming in at about 10.5 feet, as it seems. Perhaps these two should exchange sticks, as the little one appears to have an improperly sized stick. All right, we're going to go down to Matt Johnson here. He has Coach Mike Randolph of Duluth East Hounds. Take it away, Matt.
Coach Randolph down here ringside. Coach, 1-1 after the first period. A lot of physical play from both sides. Only one penalty from you guys. You've been disciplined like you talked about. 14 shots on goal. You pretty happy with your play so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. All our lines aren't going right now, so we'll need every line going to get this thing done. But overall, pretty good start for on the road.
All right, that one goal waved off. What are your thoughts on that? I heard you talking to the officials just a second ago about it.
Well, it was a terrible call. I could see the puck from where I was at, and I was at the bench. And he said he was taking the whistle up to his mouth when the puck went in the net. Well, to me, that counts. And we need every goal we can get when we're in Blaine, so we can't afford to give them goals. So.
All right, well, it is a close game, 1-1. Congratulations, first period. We'll see you a little bit later. Good luck the rest of the way. That's Coach Randolph now.
Absolutely. Well, we did see that from the Duluth East bench. He was not entirely pleased with the call made on that goal, preventing them from moving ahead here going into the second period. The score knotted up at 1-1. We'll be right back after these messages.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy.
For your full service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy.
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy.
I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy.
Welcome back at Fogarty Arena. Yes, we're here at Fogarty Arena. I'm going to throw it down to Matt Johnson, who's with Coach Dave Oss of the Blaine Bengals.
Side with Mike and Kathy Brodzinski, a hockey family, if you've ever seen one here in Minnesota. 4 of their sons playing hockey, all right now. Mike, you coach your youngest son. First, tell us about him and how his season is progressing in Pewees.
Oh, they're doing well. We got a younger team. We just came out of the Edina tournament. There's a lot of good competition down there, but we fared pretty well, scoring a lot of goals. So he's having fun.
Easton has got some ice time so far here in the first period. The Bengals tied at 1. Pretty intense battle so far. What do you think about his play and the team's play so far in the first period?
I thought we came out pretty strong. That we always take a couple of stick penalties, which aren't good in the middle of the period there, and sort of just stalls everything that's happening. But Easton had a couple of good chances. He had a couple of our 7 shots I see we got, but almost had a couple there. So he's playing well. It's first real starting role he's had all year, so he's doing good.
Easton's definitely a hockey name, right?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. The hockey sticks, of course, another equipment made by Easton. Let's talk to Kathy Brzezinski now. Kathy, your 2 older sons, very successful so far as well. You've got to be a proud mom. Let's talk first about Johnny Brzezinski, who would be a senior at Blaine, but went to play in the USHL and has been very successful. Or excuse me, that's Michael Brzezinski. Talk about Michael and how he's doing in the USHL. He's pretty happy out there in Michigan.
Oh, he loves it out there. He loves the school. He loves the hockey. He had last month, USHL's Defensive Player of the Week, and really enjoying it.
And then finally, Johnny, I apologize. Too many hockey sons to keep track of. Johnny is playing for St. Cloud State. He's got 8, maybe 9 goals this year. You guys have been making a lot of trips up to St. Cloud to watch him play as well.
Oh, yeah, we're up there every weekend. Grandma Pudge is up there every weekend. Mike's made it to every single game. I've made it to almost all of them. I do need to share my time with the other boys, so I do need to be here too.
It's difficult to be in 4 places at once, right?
It is.
All right, well, you guys are always a lot of fun to talk to. Thanks again for joining us. Good luck to all 4 of your boys in their respective seasons. Kathy and Mike Brzezinski, proud parents here of a couple of star Blaine Bengals. Back to you.
Absolutely. Easton playing a delightful game here. We're going to go ahead and go back and look at the highlights of the first period that we were just a part of. Dallas Garad's here, taking it away on the open ice with a beautiful look, deflected, and puts it in with a little bit of a scrum down there on the ice. Takes a couple of shots after the whistle, after the puck does go in the net. Takes a shot from the goaltender, but the goal counts nonetheless. Mears Moore getting a great shot off here. Takes it up high, glove side, puts it into the net. With pinpoint accuracy, he ties this game up at 1. Very quickly, those 2 goals scored within the first few minutes. Assist on that Mears Moore goals goes to Marinac. The Duluth East doubled the shots on goal, 14-7 here. The score, like I said, is 1-1. A couple of power plays for Duluth East, one of which they converted into a goal. Blaine with 1 power play and 4 penalty minutes for Blaine, 2 for Duluth East.
Yeah, so back up here with you, Don. Pretty impressive game so far. A close one between these 2 teams. We're going to take a look at that waved off goal that Coach Randolph talked about a few moments ago. That's next. Stick with us here on North Metro TV.
Join Ben Hale every Friday on North Metro TV News.
Check it out. Oh, that is magnificent.
Here comes the big one, Elizabeth.
I love it so much. I'm feeling a little guilty on account of me being married. There are 8 wonders in the world.
I can't believe it.
Pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Okay.
No, it's real.
Ooh, yes!
Welcome back to Fogarty Arena here in Blaine. It is 1-1. The Bengals and the Duluth East Greyhounds all tied up here tonight. Along with Don Simon again, I am Matt Johnson. Happy to be with you And Don, it has been a fierce battle thus far. Two teams playing pretty physically. One penalty on the Greyhounds, two on the Bengals. A look at Coach Joss and his boys. They've had 7 shots on goal. One did go in, as you mentioned in the highlight earlier. The goal coming from Garads about 15 minutes and 30 seconds into, or at the 15:30 mark of the game. The Mears Moore goal came about 4 minutes later for Duluth East, assisted by Marinac. So there we are, tied 1-1. But it was a goal that was waved off towards the end of the first period that really had Duluth East coach Mike Randolph fired up.
Absolutely. It looked like to me that Ryan Lundgren put it into the mix, and then Alex Toscano appeared to have broken the plane with the puck, but they waved it off and said it was a no-goal, clearly much to the chagrin of Coach Randolph.
So here we sit, knotted at 1, and he told me in the interview a few moments ago that, yes, any call, any bounce going either way right now could determine the outcome of this game. And when I went down there to talk to him, the officials told him that's enough, coach. They said he needed to kind of calm down a little bit, and he did when he talked to us. But certainly understandable frustration, but you know, emotions run high. This is a big game for both of these schools. It just shows you how much both of them really want it.
Absolutely. Well, they're being both put to work here. It looks like Bailey Catola's got his work cut out for him today in the goal. But they're both bringing as much heat as they possibly can. And another shot on goal from Blaine.
Yeah, Dylan Parker getting his work too tonight. The 8th Bengals shot on goal. Here's a look at it. They try to go back door, then off the rebound, grabs it without any real issue there. But a good job by the Bengals of putting some pressure on early here in the second period. It'll give them a face-off over here on the right wing with another opportunity. And Garads, who's been big for the Bengals tonight off the bench, off the face-off, loses it. The Hounds will clear it. On the far side, now to center ice. Duluth East trying to set back up their offense. But talk about the defensive play of Mears Moore tonight has been great. A couple of key Bengal plays, passes, he intercepted. Mears Moore has been stellar for Duluth East tonight, number 15, all over the ice.
Absolutely. He's been everywhere, and he's playing with fire. He's absolutely not going to let anything that he could possibly contain get beyond his grasp of defense.
At center ice, here comes Joey Lau trying to pick it off and go from end to end. Now the Bengals will have another opportunity if they can hold on to the puck. Joey Lau, number 21 in white, has been stellar tonight as well. A couple key shots on goal he had in the first period. Look for Lau to come flying out of nowhere. It's what he does. Absolutely.
Like greased lightning, he's moving up and down the ice.
Nice.
Doing everything he can to put Blaine ahead.
Another face-off coming as the Bengals continue to put the pressure on. Parker, the senior goalie for the Hounds. Catola on the other side, an impressive 15 saves so far. He allows a little bit less than 2 goals a game. And if he can stick to that, the Bengals should have a pretty good chance in front of the net. Here they go. It's picked off again. Good defensive effort by Joey Marinac.
This Duluth defense has been an absolute nightmare for the Blaine Bengals, it appears.
They've only gotten 8 shots off. I mean, they haven't even had that many real good opportunities. Very good point. Going the other way now. Bengals get it back to center ice. Waiting for it is Frischman. Frischman loses it back to Mears. Moore takes a long shot. It goes a little bit wide. Watch out for Mears Moore. This kid can play. He has got some speed on those skates. We're at the 14-minute mark now. Giving chase is Ryan Lundgren on that controversial shot on goal. In front of the Bengal net, a goal! It's number 23, Alex Toscano, with his 6th of the season.
Perhaps feeling a little bit, the right has been, or the wrong has been right Righted?
Righted, yes.
As it were, after he had his previous goal waved off, he puts one in the net here to put the East Duluth Hounds up by 1.
Lundgren actually had the assist there, and yes, Toscano with the goal, his 6th of the season, comes at a crucial point here in the second period in a tie game.
And that was the same combination that actually had the goal waved off. Lundgren put it into the mix. Toscano trying to put it into the net to no avail. But this time their connection proves fruitful.
They actually give the assist to Forbert. Correction. Forbert on the assist. The second Hound goal of the evening. So another one gets past Katola, who has frankly been lucky that more goals have not been scored just because the pure volume of shots taken by this aggressive Duluth East team so far. And here they come again. It's a one-on-one in front of the net. Katola covers it up. And coming in on the rebound, it looked like Justin Smith went skate first, number 26 there, into Katola after the shot. Look at this one more time. His momentum carried him, it looks like. So there's the save. And hello.
Getting a little push or a shove from the East Duluth. Not on purpose, of course, as the ice is slick.
Right wing the face-off. The Hounds trying to keep the pressure on. Just a minute removed from scoring the goal that gave them the lead. The whistle here, and I believe it's an offside. It is, so 12:52 to go now. The Bengals have got to, you know, their defense has been pretty well, but they've got to get some offensive opportunities if they're going to stay in this game. It's still close, but Duluth East just looks like they're not going away anytime soon.
With all these opportunities, I'm sure Katola is wishing that they could get it out of the zone here, which they do just now.
Here the Bengals come. Long shot is a little bit wide. Down in the corner, the Bengals battle to keep it. Here comes the Greyhounds the other way. Again, it's Bunt. Covered up there by Katola again for his 17th save of the night. That one a little bit easier than some of the other ones he's faced.
Absolutely. Well, if history serves, he shouldn't be allowing any more goals, as it were. I mean, with the average of 2 per game here in the past, I'm sure he's buckling down and hoping not to let anything past him for the remainder of the game here.
Katola, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, his first full season as a starter, stepping up to the challenge, and Coach Dave Ost says that Katola has continued to improve as the season has progressed. He says early in the season he was a little bit nervous, actually, in some of those opening games of the season. The Bengals tied their first game, then they rattled off 6 straight wins, and now they're coming off a 3-game losing streak. So this is a big rebound game for the Bengals, but in each game, Katola has gotten better and better. I think he's played pretty well tonight. Can't do much about these Greyhounds.
Absolutely. They are a fiery bunch. They're playing a fierce game here. He's doing everything that he can to keep the puck out of the net.
Bengals will try to simply clear it back across center ice. 11.5 to go now on the clock. Bengals with an opportunity, 2-on-1. The shot is high. It was Frischman on the effort for the Bengals. Now from center ice, they're going to fling it all the way down into the corner. Behind the Greyhound net, Duluth East now back across center ice. Some pushing and shoving there on the line change. Now they'll battle for it in the corner. Here's Frischman again, gets it across the blue line now. Across center ice come the Bengals. Brodzinski, Easton, one of the 4 Brodzinski brothers. Talked to his parents a few moments ago. Proud of the play of this young guy. Easton, the sophomore. His parents all over the state and the country just trying to watch their kids play hockey. Here comes Brodzinski again. He gets tripped up. Pretty impressive the blood they've got in that family, huh?
Absolutely. With a pedigree like that, you can't really go wrong.
a name Easton is pretty fitting for a hockey player indeed. I didn't want to ask Dad if he was really naming the kid after the, equipment company, but
sure,
you would think that that would be the case.
I mean, you wouldn't want to suspect any sort of name change at any point for the sake of hockey, but.
Well, I think pretty much from the time they were born, they knew these guys were going to play.
Absolutely.
10-12 to go now. Easton Brodzinski, I believe, is checked out now. Of the game. In front of the Greyhound net, the Bengals trying to get something going here. They've got a pretty good offense set up all the way from the point. Now debating whether he should take another shot is Alex Copa. He had to get back on defense a little bit. Didn't want to let a guy past him. He almost did. Now that one's coming back over here towards the Duluth East bench. Copa gets back across center ice. Pushing and shoving going on there as Tyler Klein tries to get a handle on it. Klein has been kept in check tonight. He's got 8 goals, leading the Bengals on the season. Did not start the game and has not had many, if any, shots on goal yet tonight.
Well, it doesn't appear that the East Duluth Hounds are going to let them have as many shots as they would have liked. This defense is playing incredibly well. Hard to even get it beyond the blue line here.
9 minutes remaining in period number 2. Duluth East taking a breath of relief, if you will, after that goal waved off at the end of the first period. Had them on their heels a bit in frustration. Here come the Bengals. Excellent stop there as Parker gets his stick on it. Puck skies up in the air, and then the Bengals try to get it back, and they won't. Duluth East will take their time as the Bengals change the line. Tanner Tufte now in the game at defense for the Bengals. He and his younger brother are also on the team. Riley Tufte is a freshman who will likely develop through the years here and be a starter on this varsity squad. Another family story. Their older brother Gavin played here last year. So another hockey family that they've got here at Blaine. 20-10 now, the shots on goal, and the Bengals being doubled up in that department, but still being down just a goal.
Absolutely. They're keeping themselves in the game with their own set of good defense here. Not allowing Duluth East to get the puck towards the goal that often. The 20 shots are a bit deceiving as 14 of those came in the first period.
The Greyhounds, though, with the lead, certainly not letting off the gas at all. Despite what that stat says. Another whistle here. With under 8 to go.
They're certainly playing with the energy that they were looking for before the game. Their discipline, as they've been looking for, is top-notch with just the one penalty to their credit this evening, and killing that penalty rather well with this exceptional defense from the likes of Mearsmore and others.
Bengals win the face-off. Teammates battling for the puck. One of them gets it. And now here they come across center ice looking for a nice pass. They find Nordeman. Nordeman in front of the goal. Now back behind the Duluth East net. Lost it for a moment. And it's going to cost them as the Hounds take over. Here comes Duluth East the other direction. Then picked off on a great play by Frischman. Frischman and Nordeman back to Copa now. That one is going to fly out of bounds near us over here. Actually by the Bengal bench.
Absolutely, and a near moment of sweet chin music, but everyone got out of the way of that puck. Gladly, I'm sure, as that would have been a rather painful experience.
I've had them come pretty close, and it can be scary. We almost need helmets ourselves up here.
Absolutely. Judging from how far that the first puck went up into the crowd to that gentleman in the jacket with the Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind some headgear.
It's not time for chug a puck yet. I'm sure that'll come in the second intermission.
Absolutely. One can only hope.
The Greyhounds had a pretty good shot on goal there just a moment ago. But the Bengals continue to play some pretty good defense as they try to keep themselves in this one. Shot off left wing goes just left of the post. Tyler Klein with a good looking shot there off the left hand. It hit the back of the goal. But the Bengals putting some pressure on, and they don't even count it as officially a shot on goal. But probably one of the better opportunities the Bengals have had here in the last couple of minutes. Here comes Tyler Klein by himself. It's a 1-on-2. He now has Joey Lau with him, but trips up. That 2-on-2 there, the Bengals lost out on an opportunity, Don, as it looked like Joey Lau was flying free and might have been able to get a good shot.
Absolutely. I mean, we've called Joey Lau's name all night. He's been playing an incredible game, flying around the ice. It's a treat to watch, and I'm sure. Oh, my goodness.
Well, the Duluth East Greyhounds have made it 3-1, and they caught us a bit off guard. I believe it was Jack Forbert with his 7th of the season. And I don't know how that got through the Bengal defense. He was pretty far away. It looked like level, or I guess parallel to the goal. Look at this one more time. I don't think even Katola knew what happened. Let's see one more time. Yeah, just a nice shot. Went into the corner of the net.
There was a slight margin of error for Katola, and Forbort took a good opportunity and converted on that one.
That one coming with 6 minutes to go in the period. They give the goal to Toscano. And it was actually Forbert on the assist, so correction. Thank you to the official score. It's now 3-1. Toscano with his 7th of the season, his 2nd tonight. And Forbert with another assist, his 2nd of the night. So those two, a dynamic duo for the Duluth East Greyhounds. And they have made it a 3-1 game, and the Bengal crowd is silenced.
Absolutely. The energy has been drained from this place. I'm sure Blaine would like the momentum to swing their way if they could keep it. On the Duluth side here, if they could get a few more shots on goal, provide themselves with a few more opportunities, they would much appreciate that.
There is a lot of time to go, but the Greyhounds certainly looking so far like they are the better team tonight, and a penalty is called. And Andrew Kerr lit up a Bengal player right in front of the Bengal bench and right in front of the official. So Kerr is going to sit down. And we talked about how they needed to be disciplined, and they weren't on this play. Look one more time. We got a good look at it right here.
Absolutely. Hard to hide something like that. Pretty blatant. He'll go to the penalty box.
And so the Bengals will have a chance to get back in this one. Kerr with an assist on the season. Spent 27 minutes in that box. He'll spend 2 more.
This is exactly what the Blaine Bengals need. They need this opportunity. They need to convert this power play and turn it into a goal. Swing that momentum back their own way.
Lau gets it the other way. Oh, that was it looked from here like that was a goal. And the shot was taken by Tyler Klein. The penalty is interference officially. And the last shot there taken by Tyler Klein looked pretty good from here. It was we didn't have the greatest view of it from where we're standing, but the Bengals were certainly very close to scoring there, and they need one here, down 3-1.
Absolutely. Well, they're putting the pressure on, which is precisely what they need to do in this scenario. They need to take some of the pressure off of Katola, and they need to put this puck into the net.
So with under 4 to go, a crucial point of the period here as we are almost ready to go to the 3rd. So 21 shots on goal for the Greyhounds, and 3 of them have went through. 30 seconds left on the Bengal power play, and this is only the second power play they've had tonight. And you know, that's another thing. Duluth East has done a great job of being disciplined despite that last call, because this is only the second time the Bengals have had the 1-man advantage. And frankly, the Bengals, I think, were kind of banking on having a few more power play opportunities than they've had so far.
Absolutely. Their goal to minimize their mistakes, minimize the time they spend in the box. They've succeeded in that. And in doing so, they are able to put more pressure on this Bengals team that needs to capitalize on this opportunity, which was just killed by the East Duluth Hounds.
Yeah, they're back to full strength now, are the Bengals, with under 3 to go in the period. Duluth East down in the Bengal zone. Swinging and missing was Forbort, who has been busy tonight with a couple of assists. Tried to get a goal of his own there. Coming into the night, the leading scorer on the team, he is now the second leading scorer on the team behind Toscano, who has 2 tonight, giving him 8 on the year.
It does appear that the Blaine Bengals are turning up the intensity here towards the end of the period. They're getting a few more opportunities on the Duluth net here, and I'm sure that with this, you know, at the end of the period here, they'd love to see it 2-3 instead of 3-1.
In the penalty box now is going to be Easton Brodzinski. So the Hounds will have a power play for nearly the rest of this period with 2:25 to go. So Brodzinski will sit down, and he has not spent much time in the box this season. This is just his second penalty. So Duluth East already up 3-1 with an opportunity to add to the lead. Katola being tested again.
All right, Blaine behind their own net. They're going to try to clear this one out. Duluth East. Mears Moore takes a great shot, deflected by Katola. Blaine, I'm sure, would love to kill this penalty, clear this out of the zone, give themselves an opportunity to keep this score right where it's at. There they go. They clear it out into the East Duluth ice. And they'll set it up again, and they'll go for 1 or 2 last opportunities to try to add some comfort to this lead. Garads with the puck. Tyler Mackey clears that one out. Just about 20 seconds left, with about 45 seconds remaining in this period. Duluth, the final opportunity to score here on this power play. The 3rd power play that they've had. And it looks like the Blaine Bengals are going to be at full strength in about 5 seconds here. And they've successfully killed this penalty as they clear it out into East Duluth zone. And they're back to full strength. East Duluth looking to strike, but deflected by Joey Lau, who's had a terrific game defensively, flying around the ice. And this period will come to an end with the score 3-1 after a couple of goals this period by Toscano, assist by Lundgren and Forbort. Duluth played a terrific second period here as they leave the ice. I'm sure they're very excited about the way that one went. Blaine Bengals are going to have to put a little extra pressure here as the shots on goal. 23 for Duluth and 11 for Blaine. I'm sure they'd like a few more opportunities on the Duluth East Greyhounds to see if they can nod at this score before the end of the game here, the third period. They'd love to come away with a victory, I'm sure, so they're going to have to put a little extra pressure, make it happen here in the third period, as we're after the second intermission. Bailey Catola having a heck of a game here, saving 20 on 23 shots. This Duluth East team bringing a lot of fire to the ice. They're not kidding around. They're looking for a win, as are the Blaine Bengals. And I'm sure after they have a chance to talk with their coach, they're going to come out with another strategy. Between Blaine and Duluth, they'll have something worked out. And they will do everything that they can to play an excellent third period. And here they go, throwing some pucks onto the ice. And we're going to go down to Matt, who I believe has Bailey Catola for an interview.
Down here ringside with Bengal assistant coach Nick Kuhlenkamp. Coach, you guys are down 3-1 right now, but you're playing a very aggressive game. How are you going to get back in it offensively? Only 11 shots on goal so far.
Well, I think that's the key, only 11 shots. We got to kind of put the puck to the net and kind of get into the paint and kind of work hard in front of the net. I just don't think we're putting enough shots on net and making their goalie work hard enough tonight.
We knew coming into this game it would be a tough game, it would be physical. You guys have seen that a lot so far.
Yeah, you know, Duluth East, very physical, very good team. They play well defensively, and you know, I think for us, we were just kind of lazy there, and we just got to get back to kind of our game, working hard, using our speed, and you know, it's something that we're kind of missing right now.
Last but not least, real quick, Bailey Catola has been tested tonight, 20 saves. He's played a pretty good game, really, just because of the amount of shots they put up against him. He did allow a few to go through, but talk about his play and his development, what he needs to do in the third period.
Yeah, you know, I think we want him to stand up a little more. You know, Bailey, the last couple games, been playing some good teams, he's kind of coming into his own, playing well, and you know, we just need him to keep battling, keeping us in it, and you know, we can't let him score anymore. You know, he's got to kind of shut the door, and we just got to keep fighting back, see if we can get that next one and go from there.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. A lot of time left. Good luck in the third period.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. That's assistant coach Nick Kuhlenkamp for the Bengals. They trail 3-1. Don, back to you.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it from Coach Nick Kuhlenkamp. The Blaine Bengals are going to have to get a few more shots on goal here, produce a few more opportunities, hopefully put some more goals on the board, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
For your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Friendly Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Back at Fogarty Arena here in Blaine, home of the Bengals. They trail Duluth East here now 3-1 as we get set for the start of the third period, and 2 goals scored in that period by the Duluth East Greyhounds to take that lead. Hey, Duke Anyawu and Tanner Schumacher in the house. Here's a look at some of your highlights from the second period. The Greyhounds got the first of 2 goals from Toscano. He got another one a little bit later on, and he was busy, assisted both times by Jack Forbert. Toscano with his 6th goal of the season, and then his 7th one a little bit later on. The Greyhounds came out scoring quickly in that second period, scored that 3rd goal with about 6 minutes to go in the period. And Don, there's a look at the game summary.
You know, I think it speaks for itself here. The disparity between the shots on goal between Duluth East and Blaine says a lot about the score that we have in front of us here. The amount of penalty minutes and power plays that Duluth East has had. They've converted on one of those occasions. 6 total minutes in the box for Blaine. And I'm sure they're looking to turn that around and keep the mistakes to a minimum, if any, if they can help it.
Well, and, you know, we talked to assistant Bengal coach Nick Coolenkamp at the break, and he said exactly that. He said those shots on goal, he said that's it. 11 shots on goal is the story. He says that's part of the problem. They've got to get more aggressive out there in order to get themselves back in this game. They've got some work to do down 2 as we are underway.
Absolutely.
Quick shot on goal, hits the post as the Greyhounds continue to put the pressure on. And they didn't waste any time again. They've come out quick in each period, Don, and that's what Coach Randolph said they needed to do, and they continue to do that. Here they come again, another shot on goal, it looks like, and Katola this time is there. They'll give them 1 shot on goal. Those last 2 both looked pretty close. And busy night for Katola, and another thing Coach Coolenkamp said at the intermission was, you know, Katola has got to continue to improve. Got to get some help from his defense as well. Whistle here. I believe it's a slashing penalty. And so going to the penalty box is number 12, Kyler Chartier for the Greyhounds.
Absolutely. Well, you know, this is the opportunity the Blaine Bengals need. They need to go ahead and convert this one if they so they may feel a little bit better about the ongoing period here.
That's the guy to do it. Joey Lau. The shot goes high over the crossbar. Joey Lau has been all over the ice tonight for the Bengals. He needs to step up his game. I tried talking to Lau at the break, and he, along with the rest of his teammates, looked very frustrated. And another good shot there by Lau. He continues to bring it. But the emotions down there in the locker room, pretty tense for the Bengals. But they're only down 2 with plenty of time to go. And with their offense being able to score as quickly as they are able to, they do still have a chance to get back in this thing. Another shot here. Lau, a body in front of it blocking him was Andrew Kerr for the Hounds. Kerr, a good job of getting out in front. It's tough to stop the stick of Joey Lau, but he did it there.
You know, if these Bengals can convert that that energy and that pressure that they feel in the locker room, if they can convert that into the energy on the ice, they should be in pretty good shape here to make a run at these Duluth East Hounds.
40 seconds to go on the power play for the Bengals. Down 2. This is a big chance early in the period. Gets deflected as Mac Nadeau was waiting for it in front of the net. Nadeau has got it now behind the Greyhound net. Back to Nordeman. Nordeman up top, and a shot taken at the point from Ian Scheid. Wrapped up easily by Dylan Parker and the goalkeeper for the Hounds.
The Bengals have about 20 seconds left here in this power play. They can get a couple more strikes in before Duluth East will be back at full strength.
They're going to have to get a quick shot or 2. Bengals here. Scheid has got it at the point. Right-handed slap shot, fakes it, gets it to his teammate Nordman. Nadeau in front of the net, unable to get a shot off. Now back in the corner, the Greyhounds are back to full strength. And the Bengals get another quick shot. It goes a little bit wide from Nordman this time. So that Greyhound defense on that power play, absolutely stellar. Down one man and still able to bottle up these Bengals.
Absolutely. They're 100% on that penalty kill this evening. 3 total power plays. They've killed them all. I'm sure that's a frustrating thing for these Blaine Bengals. However, Catola with another save there.
Yeah, his 22nd of the night. Catola, a good job of just getting his mitt on it, falling down on top of the puck. But another face-off here coming from the right wing, and he could be tested yet again. Catola kicks it out to his Bengal teammate. On the near side, Joey Marinac trying to get the loose puck. And with him is Joey Lau for the Bengals. Bengals kick it out back behind their own net. 13.5 to go in the game. Bengals down 2. Here comes Joey Lau. He's a force to be reckoned with. The pass is a little bit long, too hard for Tyler Klein, who's been pretty quiet tonight. And the Greyhounds, not sure if it was necessarily their game plan tonight to come in and try to stop Tyler Klein, but if it has, they've done a pretty good job of it so far.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? They've played some terrific defense tonight. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Wyatt Irwin gets the goal. I was just going to say, Wyatt Irwin coming into the game, a 6'0" senior who's just came back into the game. Not a starter on this team, but gets a quick goal to make it 4-1 Greyhound.
Well, he's got to feel good about this one. I mean, if you come right off the bench and you put it in the net, nothing but good feelings there. Terrific shot. Sneaks that one by Catolo for a terrific goal to put him up 4-1.
Chartier was there as well. We'll see if he gets credited with the assist. But just like that, 4-1 the score here at Fogarty, and the Bengal fans starting to feel this one slip away. And they are not going to give anyone an assist on that. It was kind of a weird play, Don. Irwin got the goal. The puck was kind of flying around a little bit off of a couple sticks, so they're not going to give anybody an assist. So it'll be unassisted, officially the ruling, and the goal goes to Wyatt Irwin. 4-1. You know, a game that your goalkeeper gets 23 saves and you don't win, it's got to be frustrating if you're the Bengals.
Absolutely. Well,
if they're not able to come back.
There is still time. It is more and more looking like it's out of reach, but there is plenty of time to convert this into goals in no time.
Mears Moore again, bringing it with a shot there that went just a little bit wide. Now they'll fight for the loose puck in the corner. Nadeau is there. Now a couple of Greyhounds getting in the way. If you're Duluth East right now, the clock is your ally. As you try to run some time off of it, they'll change up their line again with 11.5 to go. The Greyhounds looking for their 7th victory of the season. They come in with just 3 losses. They have beaten the likes of Minnetonka and Edina. So they feel like they can play with anybody in the state.
Absolutely. These are 2 great teams playing great hockey here.
Nice call there.
They've had stiff competition in the past. And Duluth East looks like a force to be reckoned with here.
Don't forget, you can always go to NorthMetroTV.com to order a DVD copy of this or any games from our winter season. You can also watch games online or check out the show that we like to call Sports Den with Kenton Kipp and Jeff Dinsmore. A stellar broadcast it is as we bring you all the highlights from this busy winter season. We are very busy here at North Metro TV, bringing you all of winter sports. We're covering gymnastics, hockey, basketball, and the like for Blaine, Centennial, and Spring Lake Park. Sports 10, as we mentioned, is daily at 2, 6, and 10, both in the morning or the evening. It's live Wednesdays at 6. Under 11 minutes to go now. The Greyhounds get it across center ice, continuing to put the pressure on. They are not letting up at all, Don. And that, really does speak to the mentality of Coach Randolph and how he coaches his team, to never quit.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? They were seeking energy before the game here. They've found it. And their resilience has paid dividends here by the end of, or the middle of the third period.
Greyhounds getting a couple of fresh faces into the game. We mentioned Wyatt Irwin, who came into the game and scored quickly. Some of the starters still in, though. They've had an impact all night. Justin Smith now comes back onto the ice with under 10 minutes to go. Behind the Duluth East net, Dylan Parker is just standing there, not even kneeling over at all.
At this point,
he's pretty bored.
I would say so. I think they've only had the one shot on goal here in this third period. Nothing else much to speak of in terms of scoring opportunities. Duluth East has put a ton of pressure here on these Blaine Bengals.
One shot on goal in the period for Blaine. In the most crucial period of the game. And here they come, trying to get a shot through that stifling Duluth East defense. In the corner, they try to get the loose puck, do the Bengals. And Jack Mysick had it momentarily, loses it. Here comes Duluth East again. Bunton gets it over to Smith, who hits it all the way down into the corner, around the back of the Bengal net, and then the other direction. Here come the Greyhounds yet again. 3 Bengal defenders try to break up the play, and they do. They get a good pass coming the other way. Joey Lau gets a nice pass over to his teammate Garaz, but there's a whistle. I believe might have been offside. Here's a look at Joey Lau, who we mentioned has been pretty good tonight for the Bengals. Number 21, some speed all over the ice. Yet to convert it into a score, though. Lau flings it back behind the Greyhound net. .8:20 to go. Time is of the essence for Big Blue. The Huskies, or excuse me, the Greyhounds pick it up. Moore sets it down, and now shot from the right wing from the captain, Alex Toscano, who's got 2 big goals tonight.
He's had an enormous game. Absolutely.
Think he wants that hat trick?
I'm sure he's looking for it. I'm sure he's on fire. He's got the energy. He's got the passion to do so. I think these Blaine Bengals would say otherwise. I don't think they're going to make it easy on him if he's looking for it.
Bailey Catola, the junior goalkeeper, still in the game for the Bengals. He has developed throughout the season, has gotten better and better. Certainly, if this game does not go the Bengals' way, it'll be a great learning experience for him and perhaps his fellow defenders, who could give him a little bit more help to stop an attack like they've seen tonight in Duluth East. Here come the Bengals, trying to cut the lead in half with a goal and 7 minutes to go. They quickly lose it as Duluth East has controlled possession of this game. I don't know the numbers, but they have controlled, I would say, probably at least 60-40 the possession.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
You know, these East Duluth Hounds, they swarm the puck. They close the passing lanes really well. They're doing everything in their power to keep it out of the hands of Blaine at this point.
Sophomore Bo Hughes is in the game now for Duluth East at just 5'8". pretty quick out there on the ice as well. Look at Joey Marinac, number 9. He's got a couple of assists on the season, has one tonight. Has been a big contributor offensively for the Greyhounds as well. Face-off right wing. Bengals have it momentarily. The pass gets to Nadeau. Mac Nadeau. Senior center on this team. Trying to help the Bengals set up something. With 6 minutes to go now, their hopes and chances here are dwindling. But, you know, even in their losses, this would be the 4th straight for Blaine if they're not able to hold on. Coach Oss says they've learned a lot from their losses, and you can learn a lot from a loss. He says that he feels like his team in the last couple of games has lost a little bit of focus. So I asked him, you know, what do you do to change that? He said, tougher practices, and we're watching a lot more video than we have in the past. So they're really critiquing the video that they see and trying to find out what their weaknesses are and trying to correct them. They're not quite there yet. A lot of season to go, though.
This is a learning experience. They can gather a lot of good things from this. They've done a lot of good things. They've had the opportunities. They've put the puck in the net.
Another look at a save there. Nice one, as Catola is able to get it in his mitt. Duluth East not letting up, now 30 shots on goal. 5.5 minutes to go here from Fogarty Arena with Don Simon. I'm Matt Johnson, our North Metro TV crew, bringing you the action, and Duluth East does it again. It is Ryan Lundgren with the goal, the captain on this team, making up for the one that got away earlier. The 5th Greyhound goal of the night, and here's how it looked.
Lundgren and Toscano have just been monsters today. Lundgren putting that puck in the net, making this a 5-1 game. It's going to be tough for Blaine to come back from this one.
And suffice it to say, on the far side of the ice, the fans are heading for the exits already for the Bengals.
The amount of pressure these East Duluth Greyhounds put on Blaine tonight.
Forbert will get the assist, Don, and that is his 3rd of the night. So of the 5 Greyhound goals, Forbert has been involved in 3 of them.
You know, when you call a guy's name enough, it speaks volumes to what kind of a player he is. And if you're helping your team out, putting the puck in their midst to score goals, it does everything. It does nothing but good for your team.
Under 5 minutes to go now. Big hit over here on the near side in front of us. It looks like the Bengals and Tyler Frischman getting physical on the near side at center ice. You know, you have to say, I'm very impressed with how few penalties both of these teams have had tonight. As much as we thought it could be a physical game, and you know, especially the Bengals now being down by a couple, they're probably frustrated. We saw their frustrations during the second intermission. I was down there by the locker room with them, but they haven't taken it out on the ice. Both teams, I have to say, have done a great job of being disciplined. And what did Coach Randolph say for the Duluth East Greyhounds at the beginning of the game? The most disciplined team will win. It looks like that's going to, you know, both teams have been pretty well disciplined, but his team has kept it in check, and that's why he feels they're able to come out with a victory tonight.
Absolutely. There weren't a whole lot of mistakes out there on the ice. It could have been, it's a game of inches at times, and just a couple more power plays in favor of the Duluth East Greyhounds. But like you said, a deficit did not translate into frustration and otherwise converting into mistakes later on in the match here in the game tonight. But it is a frustrating position to be in, I am sure, for the Blaine Bengals.
Save for Parker there as he covers it up. His 13th of the evening. Face off here in front of the Greyhound net. Blaine did have one goal that, one near goal, I should say, went off the goalpost. So they had one that was very close. The Greyhounds had one that they had waved off. They thought they should have had. So, you know, either one of those plays didn't make or break this game. But as you say, you know, any call can determine the outcome. Tonight, though, the Greyhounds have just been too much for your Blaine Bengals. Bengals on the attack again. But again, they find a couple of Greyhounds in their path. Among them, Justin Smith laying out and making a play. Line change for both teams. Zach Wiley now into the game for the Bengals, as well as Frank Vescio. A couple of younger players for the Bengals getting some ice time here late. And a good call by Coach Oss. You know, you're down by 4. The game is out of reach at this point. So get a couple of those younger guys in, as they're going to bring a few more now. Give them some ice time. Luke Nordman now will come into the game. And, you know, this is an opportunity for these guys to get some experience.
Absolutely. You might have some stars waiting in the wings, make a difference later on in the year if they convert this opportunity into something good.
It's one thing that Blaine does better than a lot of other schools is they keep talent for a long time. No matter who goes on, moves on to, is it the USHL with one of their Brzezinski boys? Is it St. Cloud State? Is it the University of Minnesota? They have players go from here to these big, you know, well-known WCHA hockey schools. But, you know, keeping talent going from year to year with these younger freshmen. There's Easton Brzezinski, his mom. You know, they keep that talent fresh every year. And so the Bengals, because of that, have been good year over year.
Absolutely. If there's enough talent, there's enough talent waiting in the wings, it will always convert into productive years to come.
So under 2 to go now in the game. 5-1 Duluth East. The Greyhounds coming down 35 in their pretty fancy coach bus we saw outside. They've got a nice warm ride home, I know that. And it'll be a happy ride home as well, back up to Duluth. A couple of the JV guys, pretty proud of them, Don, over here in front of us doing their homework.
Absolutely. It's nice to see student athletes being students, watching a game they can take in a game while doing, converting study opportunities, we could say.
Nothing like some math problems. No problems on the ice for Duluth East tonight, though, as it looks like they're going to sail to a 5-1 victory. And with that, 1 minute to go. I'm going to let you take it from here, Don. I'm going to run downstairs and try to grab a couple of Duluth East Greyhounds.
Absolutely.
See you in a minute.
Well, the Duluth East Greyhounds have control of the puck, and they're going to bring it back to center ice. A big, big hit by number 3, Andrew Kerr, bringing the hurt in these final seconds of this match between the Blaine Bengals and the East Duluth Greyhounds. These Duluth East Greyhounds have put an extraordinary amount of shots on goal here with 32. With just about 17 seconds left to go here in the third period. Here's a face-off in the Blaine zone, left wing. Duluth East wins. We face off, they'll just play this bad boy out. And 5 seconds to go. Blaine will just hold on to the puck as time expires, and the East Duluth Greyhounds will take this one 5-1 over the Blaine Bengals. to go to 7-3, and Blaine will drop to 6-4-1 as the East Duluth Greyhounds were just a bit too much. Duluth East, excuse me. Greyhounds were just a bit too much for these Blaine Bengals. We're going to shake some hands. With Toscano having a delightful game. Mears Moore and Joey Marinac, they had terrific games defensively. Offensively, this Duluth East team was blazing fast. The Blaine Bengals, Joey Lau had a terrific game. We had a goal from, let me see here. Wyatt Irwin, excuse me, unassisted goal to start off. He's scoring in the third period here. And then after that, we had a goal from Lundgren, assisted by Forbert, who assisted 3 different goals in this game. A dominant performance from Forbert, a dominant performance from Toscano. Dallas Garadz had a great game, scoring that first goal to start out the scoring in the first period. For some of the folks that took in this game this evening, some Blaine fans heading out of Fogarty Arena. Likely a bit disappointed, but the team played hard. All right, and we'll go to break. We'll be right back with a bit more post-game here at Fogarty Arena.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy.
For your full-service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy.
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy.
I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
With gold at an all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Frilly, Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
The Greyhounds a 5-1 victory tonight here at Blaine at Fogarty Arena, led by Alex Toscano. An impressive game with two goals, almost the hat trick. Alex, I'm sure you wanted that pretty bad towards the end.
Yeah, but getting the victory was good enough for me. 5-1, the boys came out and played hard. All around great team effort. Everyone contributed tonight.
32 shots on goal. Just talk about how you guys were able to keep the pressure on from the beginning of the first period all the way through to the end.
A lot of credit to our D holding the puck in the zone and firing shots from the point. Our forwards as well were doing lots of good work down low and pounding the goalie with shots, and eventually ones are going to trickle in.
All right, your sixth and seventh goals of the season. Congratulations on a great game tonight. And then over here I've got Jack Forbort, who had a couple of assists tonight. Jack, that offense, you guys kept attacking, and you were in on a lot of those plays. Talk about what you saw out there in the Bengal defense to be able to get the puck to your guys.
Pretty much just like talking with the line mates. I mean, we got to give credit to all three of us, just talking to each other and moving the puck and just chipping it by them and going to the net.
Pretty good win for you guys on the road here. It's a kind of a long trip down here. It'll be a nice trip back home, though, with a win, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's always nice getting a win on the road.
What does this win mean to you guys? I know it's kind of early in the season, but playing a Blaine team that had a similar record to you, we felt like this game might be pretty close, but you guys really, it was no contest.
Yeah, and they play a lot of our teams in our section, so it's like nice to see where we compare to all them, too. So.
All right, well, congratulations. A very good season for these guys. Already beating a couple other good teams in the Metro. It is 5-1, the final score tonight. The Greyhounds of Duluth East beat the Blaine Bengals. The Greyhounds now improved to 7-3 on the season. For our entire North Metro TV crew, our director, Kenton Kipp, and my colleague, Don Simon, I'm Matt Johnson. Hope you all have a great night.